What up, Knicks fans? Before we get into the latest trade rumors surrounding New York, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel because with the trade deadline about a week and a half away, I want to let you know we're going to be live on the channel all day breaking down whatever happens in the NBA and especially what's going on with the New York Knicks. Also, we put out videos every single day on the latest Knicks news and rumors, and we go live for every single game day. Our watch parties are a blast. The one last night against the Celtics was an all-timer. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Help us get to 16,500 subs. You are watching New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. Give me a follow on Twitter at @MarshallGreen_. I want to follow more Knicks fans back, and I'll do that. Just DM me. I know ball, so I know you came from this video because as Knicks fans, we know ball. We got trade rumors to talk about. We're going to start with OG Anunoby. Then we got Kyle Kuzma to break down as he was listed as a trade target and a destination for the Knicks. OG Anunoby, according to Ian Begley, reported that the Knicks offered multiple first-round picks for Anunoby back in December before the Knicks rattled off that 8-game winning streak. I have some thoughts about this. Trading multiple first-round picks for a player like OG Anunoby, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? We're going to break all that down. But first, I think it's key to remember what type of draft ammunition and capital the Knicks have back in the drawer if they want to make a move for a guy like OG or somebody else. They got 4 first-round picks potentially. That little carrot right there. What do you call that, a star? Asterisk. That's the word I'm looking for. We'll break those down in a second. You got a first-round pick in 2024, 2 in 2025, and 11 first-round picks in the next 7 years. 8 of those 11 are tradable. So if you want to go all in and make a trade, you can. The 4 picks in 2023, they fall out like this. The Knicks have their own first-round pick, but they also own the rights to the Mavs, Pistons, and Wizards pick. Thing is, they're protected. Mavs is top 10, Pistons is top 18, Wizards is top 14. Meaning, like for this Mavs pick, if the pick falls at pick number 11 or higher, as an 11, 12, 13, and up, that pick will then go to the Knicks. If the Mavs pick is 10 or below, as in 10, 9, 8, that pick will stay with the Mavs. Same with the Pistons, same with the Wizards. So they're not all guaranteed to convey this year. They could roll over into next year. But if you're going to power rank these picks, it's the Mavs is the most valuable, then the Wizards, then this Pistons. This Pistons pick is not really a first-round pick. This is what Ian Begley had to say about those OG Anunoby rumors and the rumors that the Knicks offered multiple first-round picks for OG. He said, also worth noting, in their conversations about Anunoby prior to the winning streak, New York was comfortable offering multiple first-round picks for Anunoby. I don't think these talks were at an advanced stage at that point, but all of the above strongly suggest that team decision makers have so far focused on improving the roster for the February 9th trade deadline. Couple things to unpack here. The Knicks will make a move. They believe that they have a chance to compete, maybe not for the finals, but for a top 6 seed and avoid that play-in tournament, be a lock for the playoffs. They want to make a move. They think there may be a move away from being a top 6 team in the Eastern Conference. That's cool. No doubt about it. But back to OG Anunoby. It's really hard for me to judge and talk about this deal and share my thoughts about it without knowing the protections on those first-round picks. Like, are they all unprotected? Are none of them unprotected? Is 1 or 2 of them unprotected? Is it the Pistons pick? Is it the Milwaukee Bucks pick in 2025? Which first-round picks are they involving? Because I think it's key to remember, all first-round picks are not created equal. The most valuable first-round picks the Knicks have are the one that are their own picks that they can make unprotected. But you can't trade your own picks in back-to-back years. You have to have a year in between. So it becomes tricky when you're trading these picks. Meaning if you trade an unprotected pick, let's say for example, the Knicks trade their unprotected 2023 pick, they can't trade their 2025 pick, and they can't trade their 2024 pick. So it's definitely intriguing when it comes to that. OG Anunoby, though, he is a very good basketball player. He's averaging 36.5 minutes per game this year. Look, it's almost like Tom Thibodeau's not the only guy that plays their players a lot of minutes. That doesn't matter in this, though. 17.3 points per game, 5 assists per game, 2.1 steals per game, 46% from the field, and 37% from downtown. This is a guy he's an elite defender. He's a good scorer. That's something the Knicks need. They need another perimeter defender. OG is a good player. He's not great, though. And I think the question becomes, do you want to trade multiple first-round picks for a player that is not an all-star? That becomes tricky for me. This almost feels like a lateral trade for the New York Knicks. Do you want to give up all that draft ammunition that you've built up for so long to go all in on OG Anunoby? I'd trade one unprotected, and that's it. I'm not giving up more first-round picks unless it's that Detroit pick. I'll ask you, though, should the Knicks trade for OG Anunoby? It's going to take multiple first-round picks. It's a very tricky subject. I say yes, but I'm only giving you one unprotected, and I'm giving you that Pistons pick. That is absolutely it. What do you say? Type T for trade, type P for pass. We'll get to those Kyle Kuzma rumors coming up in just a bit. But first, I want to tell you about our awesome sponsor here at Knicks Now by Chat Sports, and that is Athletic Greens. Go to athleticgreens.com/chatsports to get hooked up today. I take AG1 by Athletic Greens literally every day. Get comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition at athleticgreens.com/chatsports. I gave AG1 a try because I wanted better gut health and wanted a supplement that actually tastes great. I take AG1 in the morning and it makes me feel ready to take on my day. AG1 empowers the gut for whole body health, which is something that I need. I start the day with making one great choice, AG1, and more healthy decisions then follow. Covering my nutritional basis for the day literally couldn't be easier, which is why I trust Athletic Greens. I just mix one small scoop of AG1 with water and drink it first thing each morning. I also love that it costs less than $3 a day. It's a really effective daily habit with the highest quality sourced ingredients. If a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/chatsports. That's athleticgreens.com/chatsports. Check it out. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. Just go and click on it or type in athleticgreens.com/chatsports in your search bar above. OG Anunoby, Kyle Kuzma. The Knicks have been linked to every single player on the trade market. That's because you're the New York Knicks. That's because you got all those first-round draft picks we talked about. And that's because Leon Rose is the general manager, a guy that was brought to be the head of basketball operations for the New York Knicks to bring a superstar to Madison Square Garden. My question is Kyle Kuzma or OG Anunoby a superstar? I don't think so, but Bleacher Report listed the Knicks as a Kyle Kuzma trade destination. This is what they had to say about Kuz and the Knicks. They said if Kuzma makes it clear he desires a move, the Wizards should be able to get a strong return. The New York Knicks have plenty of draft picks and young players like Obi Toppin, Emmanuel Quickley, Quentin Grimes, Cam Reddish, Jericho Sims to entice Washington. Well, Bleacher Report, I got to tell you this. As the YouTube version of the Knicks general manager, I'm not including Emmanuel Quickley or Quentin Grimes in a trade for Kyle Kuzma. And I'm not saying these guys are better than Kyle Kuzma, but they're cost controlled for longer. Quickley still on the books for next year. Grimes in his second year after being a first-round pick. He's got this year and 2 more years. Kuzma's about to be a free agent. Why would I trade young pieces for a guy that's going to be a free agent? And even if we re-sign him, he's going to want north of $25 million per year. Another reason, Knicks finally have 2 young backcourt mates in Emmanuel Quickley and Quentin Grimes that are coming into their own and can be a nice backcourt pairing for the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years in New York if both want to be there. Quickley's having his best season of his career, 12.5 points per game. I think he's in the running for 6th man of the year. He's upping his efficiency and playmaking, shooting over 43% from downtown and almost 34% from downtown. 44% from the field, 34% from downtown. Quentin Grimes struggled the past couple of games, but his numbers are still awesome. 10 points per game, 3.4 rebounds, 2.1 assists, almost 45% from the deck, and 36% from downtown. But it's not the offensive numbers that I'm in love with. It's the fact that these guys battle, they play defense, they play winning basketball, and they are just scratching the surface of the type of pros that they can be. I want to see these 2 guys develop with the New York Knicks and see what they can be 4 years to come. I know Kyle Kuzma's better right now. What about in 5, 6, 7 years when Quickly is 28 and Quentin Grimes is 26 or 27 years old? These guys could be a backcourt duo with Jalen Brunson, a 3-man rotation in that backcourt that can help the Knicks win playoff series. I truly, truly believe that. We have to talk, though, about Kyle Kuzma because he is a good basketball player, and his numbers are better than Emmanuel Quickley and Quentin Grimes. He's averaging 22 points per game, almost 8 rebounds. He's not a small forward. He's not a power forward. He's a tweener, which is a good thing and a bad thing, but he's efficient. It's 46%. Three-point percentage a little bit low. I'd like for it to be over 36%. But my biggest question is the high-volume shooter that's not really known as a defender, is Kuzma a Tibbs guy? I think that's what we need to start doing is when we talk about these trades. Are they Tibbs guys? Because we already made a trade for a non-Tibbs guy in Cam Reddish, and we gave him a first-round pick, and we didn't play. He wouldn't play him. He refused to play him when he first got here, and he played a little bit down the stretch, started to play better, hurt that shoulder, out for the year, played really well to start the year. Those games against the Grizzlies were electric, but he found himself out of the rotation and collected 26 straight DMPs and counting. If we're going to trade for people, and Tom Thibodeau is going to be the coach, let's get Tibbs guys in here and guys that he's going to play. That way we can lower the minutes for Randall, Barrett, Brunson, and improve this roster, make it deeper, and make it a more competitive team as we try to get to that playoff spot. I think if there is a Tibbs guy that we talked about today, it's OG Anunoby. But I want you guys to answer this question. All the real ones sound off for me. If you had to pick one of these fellas to trade for, who would it be? Type KK for Kyle Kuzma, OG for OG Anunoby. And I want you to remember this, what it would cost to trade for them. OG, it's going to cost way more. You get Kuzma for a little bit less, but OG's better. Kuzma's a free agent. So a lot of stuff to weigh in here. Pick one of these guys to trade for. Also, make sure to give me that follow on Twitter because I want to follow the real ones back. Love hopping on Twitter, talking ball with Knicks fans, and it's because y'all are the most knowledgeable NBA fans out there, and I absolutely love that. Give me a follow at @MarshallGreen_, and I'll give you a follow back. Just DM me. I know ball because we, Knicks fans, know ball.